Well, good afternoon, everybody. This is Gregory Mascaro. Just trying to go over the day's results. So this is after the market closed daily results. Today is June 26th, Monday, 2017. It's about 10 after 5. I was really having a debate on whether or not to try to show live activity or end result activity because that's very private and it is something that has okay days, not so okay days, good days, great days, and some bad days. It does have the occasional very bad day, but not too often. And then I don't want to cherry pick and say, oh, here's the day I'm going to show you on the video, and it's going to be a beautiful day. Here's the day I'm going to show you on the video, and it's going to be a moderate to bad day. But today was actually quite an interesting day. Started the first trade. Now, I do keep track of my trades. I write little tickets and times, so I know what I'm doing. I do have daily paperwork that I do. This work helps me know where to look, where my opportunities coming from. Now, most people, they'll day trade or they'll try to do this idea or that idea or this system. Mine is just basic math. It's using charting, which is, I do teach that. I do have a school for that. And you could see me do the charting and the work live on Skype, GM View. All right, GM View, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Now, the reason why I do that is so people can see what goes on. And I also have people that I teach how to chart. So I'm constantly saying it doesn't take a lot of money to make a decent amount of money on the day. Now today, what I made in the morning, I wound up giving back in the afternoon. But the morning's trade, one person was about $28,000. Another person was about $9,000. The trade started at 9:46 a.m. It ended at 9:53 a.m. Literally 7 minutes. And in that 7 minutes, what I bought for $91 a share, I was able to sell for $94.80. So one person had representation of 300 shares. It was a $1,000 day for that person in 7 minutes. It was a $380 a day for the person who only had the 100 shares. I'm going to give you an idea of where this happened. Let's see if this is... I'm going to try to focus first so you can see what I'm looking at. And then we'll take it from there. And I'm just going to show you the time. Just give me a second so you can see this. Okay. Now, okay, so now I'm going to try to back this up so you can see when I did this. This is the end of the day in aftermarket. And I managed to lose my mouse. Alright, let me see. Alright, I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, alright, I'm liking that. Now, what I'm going to try to do is show you where I was at 9:30 in the morning. And here's something to look at. Here's where it closed on Friday. And if you notice, there's that aftermarket activity. That's a pretty big line, a lot of money there. And this is the aftermarket activity here. And here we are Monday morning with pre-market. and it was pretty exciting in the pre-market, a little bit here and there. So here's the open. The open came out down, and then it rallied up. What I had bought was a put, which means it makes money when the stock comes down. So I got in my trade at 9:46, right about in here. This is about 9:46, right in here. And then it came down, and I got out right here in 7 minutes. Then it retraced a little and went further down. I missed all of this. And here's where my second trade should have happened. I should have been buying a call here for this climb out. That move to that move is well over $15. So, like I said, it doesn't take a lot of money to make a decent amount of money. Now I'm going to show you my second trade in a little bit. The second trade, shortly there after I closed that at 10 o'clock, I started that one at just about 10:30 and thought I would have been out, but the whole day, it took me the whole day sideways and slightly down on a slow drag down. So where I made $1,000 and change, I gave that back plus another 1,000. But in the work that I do and the people that I work with, we don't want to carry anything. So even though I closed the trade at the end of the day completely, it's the aftermarket that is saying, hey, look at me. Now I'm going to have to adjust this here, focus a little bit, and this color so you can see what's going on. And just bear with me a second. I know it's difficult, but just bear with me. Let's see if we're going to get that line to show up. And see, you're seeing the top of it. Let me see if I get it down a little better. Okay. So this is my second trade that I had bought a call. I was anticipating things to go up. I had bought it at about 10:30, somewhere over here. Which, if you notice, this here, very indicative movement in the pre-market, right at the open just before, and then it came in and filled that. So I waited for all of that, because I already had to trade out and open and occupying the funding. And I figured, alright, it'll stall out and give me my call and I'll climb out. Well, it dragged me the whole day. The whole day, and I'm like, alright. And then finally I'm like, you know what, I gotta get out. And here it is in the aftermarket. I don't know if I'm going to get you to see this, but this is showing all the way up here. That is a $7 movement in the aftermarket. That for my trade, I'm going to fix my color in a second, don't get nervous. That for my trade would have made me money. But the work that I do doesn't work in the afternoon. They don't trade calls and puts in the aftermarket. So I have to give up some privilege and some opportunity to enjoy what I do. Options trade only during market hours. You can put an option order in the aftermarket, but it can't be a limit. It's got to be a market order, and I don't do that. All my orders are limit orders. I don't expose myself to the aftermarket shenanigans. I don't expose myself to the morning market shenanigans. I'll let them show me what they're going to do. I could see with my tapes and my charting what they're going to do. Tomorrow, the one that I got out that took back my profit today is going to give me back my profit. It's going up tomorrow, unless they change the theme of what's happening in the pre-market. So I'm anticipating a good Tuesday. And I will show you again my market after the day close on Tuesday, how we did. But this is very... Looking back, armchair quarterback. 7 minutes, not even open 25 minutes in the morning, we're up $1,000. We're up $380. Finish the day, I'm done. I'm going to go play golf, I'm going to go play tennis, I'm going to go on a sailboat. Out of here. Taking the second trade and letting it drag me out, looking for the recovery at the end. That's what usually happens when it does what it did. When it drags out, it usually recovers at the end. Instead, it stayed flat at the end. All right. You don't have to close these at the end of the day. Just that the funds that I work with, the people that I work with, the stuff that I work with, we kill it. We don't kill it. We'll make it up tomorrow. I'm not here to leave myself exposed to the risk. I shut the risk off at the end of the day. We do not want to carry the risk. Closed. Start tomorrow morning. Now tomorrow the gate will open. The first tide will rush in. We'll see what kind of behavior. It will show itself. And after it shows itself, that's when what I do becomes my advantage. The risk doesn't get turned on until I say turn on the risk. I don't turn on the risk, whether it's thinking that it's going to go up or thinking that it's going to go down, until one of these 12 stocks show me a pattern. And that's what's really key. People who day trade, people who trade with margin, borrowed money and all of this, and looking for that and this opportunity and that opportunity, and this one said this and that news guy said that. I don't have none of that. I have the same 12 stocks almost 15 years. I work with just the same 12 stocks. I changed one or two out through the years, but basically it's the same 12. So while you're looking through 4,000 some odd different stocks to work with and find the opportunity or the undervalued or the overvalued, I know what the stocks I'm working with are doing and how they're behaving. I have my paperwork. I have my notes. I have my charts. So I know what I can expect from them. I know what kind of range I'm going to get. When I did my first trade, I was looking for $3. I got 4 almost. Thank you. And this is what I'm trying to point out. Not a lot of money. For one person, it was $9,000 and change. For the other person, it was almost $28,000. That was 3 contracts representing 300 shares, 1 contract representing 100 shares. But where do you get $3 and change per share gain in any mutual fund, any stock, any ETF in a matter of minutes? The first one was 7 minutes. That's very quick. But it's usually 15, 20 minutes. If it drags me out the whole day, it's the whole day. It's a couple hours. That kind of results usually takes months and years to get per share gain. I do this every day for these people and myself. And what is nice is even though today I gave back money, there's no guarantee tomorrow that I'm going to make money, but I have no risk open. Tomorrow's going to show its hand. I know what I'm looking for. This is what I teach. I'm going to throw that dart on my terms, not on the floor broker's term, not on the market maker's term. The money I took out of their pocket this morning at 10 o'clock in the morning, that came out of one of 13 exchanges, so many different clearing firms maybe. It did not come from another investor. That's why I call extracting alpha is the work that I do, not what they say on the TV. In the TV, extracting alpha is, we think the service industry for oil is going to make an 8% return, and you go into oil and you make a 12% return, and they say you made 4% alpha. No, you just did a better job than them in their models and their computers. For me, extracting alpha is where did your profit come from? If your profit came from another investor going the wrong way against your trade, you didn't take alpha, you took his money or her money. When your profit comes from an exchange, a prime bank, a clearing firm, an institutional firm, a hedge fund, you're taking money out of the system, out of the bank's hands. That's extracting alpha. This work every day when I go to work, I'm usually extracting alpha out of the banking system's hands into these accounts. Tomorrow I'm going to wake up, I have most of all my cash left, and the little bit I gave back today minus, and I'm going to go slap around a floor broker, slap around a market maker, slap around an institutional fund manager, hedge fund manager, an exchange analyst, all right, or the Chicago Options Exchange directly. I'm going to go to their bank account and say, thank you for the money. So tomorrow, I'm going to make back my money they grabbed from me today. My goal for tomorrow is to make between $3,000 and $5,000. I have 3 opportunities during the course of the day to exercise on a trade. Will the pattern show himself? Maybe, maybe not. But once you understand what to look for and you put the control in your hands, you will have a much better success rate in making profits and growing your account and having a nice lifestyle. Hey, hindsight is 20/20. Had I stopped at 10 o'clock this morning and walked away, who makes $1,000 in a 8-minute? Well, it was less than 7 minutes in a 7-minute run. What does it take to make $1,000 in a day? It didn't take a lot. It took $27,000, 3 contracts representing 300 shares, and it moved $3 in, I think, 80 cents or $3.60. I got in at 91, $3.80. Now, the online service that we use is very, very low costing. So the cost of the transaction comes into play. You're going to want to shop around and see who has the best fee structure for a self-directed online trading account. I know which ones I have chosen. Again, you can see me when I put stuff out on Twitter. Me, GMView1 is my name. And you can watch me with all your questions. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Skype, GMView. Alright, so I gave you a trade of the day that was both beautiful, exciting, and detrimental. So I didn't play one over the other favorite. Let's see how tomorrow goes if I make my $5,000 I want. In the meantime, be well, take care, stay safe, and learn. I control when the risk goes on, and I control when the risk comes off. I am not subjected to after-hours news releases, somebody pokes somebody in the eye overnight, who knows what. It's all off the table. And I'm sitting quiet until the morning. 9:30 rings, my paperwork's already done, my charting's already done, and I already know where I'm going to go look out of my 12 stocks. I don't have 4,000 stocks to look at. 12. Instead of looking for the whale in the ocean of guppies and whales and minnows and everything else, I put on my table a barrel and I filled it with 12 giant whales. And all I'm looking for is a pattern. So literally my work is shooting fish in a barrel. Sometimes the fish jump back out of the boat. Yeah, that happens. Not too often, but it happens. Alright, enjoy your evening. Have a great evening. Talk with you soon. Any questions, look me up. Take care and be well. Stay safe.